ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So Illinois' offense takes the field to start this game off. And this wide receiver, to the offense, they want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will go to work for the first time today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Gonna run it. It's Pollack. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode.
You gotta start fast. You gotta have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Illini. Onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this run.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll run it on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a... Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drop. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Terrapins are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does it.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for room. It's Pollard. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following, get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see what they've got on second down. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. And the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you've got to do a great job getting tackles. This is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done. You're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, and everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Second and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This is a third and long. looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. Gets away from one, finds room. He was running through tackles. Down and finally got knocked down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive.
Jackrabbit.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. 30, at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Maryland! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. He's going to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the... Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, what a move! Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. The expressway is wide open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Little. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Terrapins will hustle to the line. Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking to throw, it's Foster. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Can anyone catch him? Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone, and he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This offense has a second down play. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Terrapins trying to cash it in on first and goal. To give to the big fullback. Touchdown, Maryland! And the beatdown has ensued.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner goes down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big plays.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Back to pass, it's Foster. Working that left side now. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down.
Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Trying play action. He's got the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a plan.
Grab behind the line. It's Samuel. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter, and this defense will start the 4th on its heels. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this. the counter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to...
Touchdown, Terrapin! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's right on target. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's looking to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. The aerial assault continues. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. From the gun, the ground game. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Illini. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is with the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't. And keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Solid stop by this sophomore. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to get it himself. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's open on the right. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And back to the air on 2nd down. A full dive to haul that one in. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. He's looking to pass. He caught it. Touchdown, Maryland! And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Yo, look at the touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Really need positive yards on second down after the incompletion. They'll snap it from the 44. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. He wants it all. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll throw it on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the